Craft, design, and launch NFTs effortlessly across multiple blockchains. From generating high-quality visuals to enhancing audio, scripting, and minting digital assets, Call AI's advanced tools empower creators of all kinds, developers, designers, artists, and innovators alike. Now available on mobile, Call AI brings everything you need into one seamless platform, giving you the power to create anytime, anywhere.
Click the link at the looking at this. So I remember Ali from St. Lunatics.
Yep.
He was suing Nelly for songwriting credits on Country Grammar.
Yep.
Well, that law, I don't know if you've seen a lawsuit was it was dropped. It was dropped in court today. Say Nelly has fired back in court after St. Lunatics member Ali dropped a copyright lawsuit against him. So now initially filed in 2023, the suit accused Nelly of failing to appropriately credit and compensate his longtime collaborators for their work on the rapper's 2000 breakout album Country Grammar. So yeah, they pretty much came out and said that it's over with.
Damn.
They didn't find. What do you think about that though? Because we Ali been on the show maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
He was very, very what's the word I want to say? Adamant.
Yep.
That he wrote songs and things of the nature, and that So what's your thoughts?
I was definitely Team Ali. One, because he patronized the podcast a few times. He was cool with us. You know what I'm saying? Always been cool. Ain't never been no beef, and didn't know exactly the ins and outs of the lawsuit. But if he was in the right of something, you definitely wanted to see it come through and take its course. And just because it was dropped doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't true, but it definitely means that Ali in some sort of way conceded, whether he felt as though he was going to win the case, whether he felt he had a chance, or whether he felt like it was worth it. He said it's no longer worth it, which I'm honestly surprised about, because the conversations that we've had and the way that he moved on social media in regards to this, it seemed like he was ready to take it to the bitter end and get what he deserved and take it all the way there. And anytime you listen to any of the Lunatics speak, even about the beginning of how they were created and little things like that, even when it seems like it's kind of some hesitation, they all bring up Ali's name. So Ali definitely was the foundation in creating the Lunatic. Now, was he the star? Did he have the star pillar that Nelly has? No, I kind of attribute it to, all right, Chris Brown's writers are some of the greatest writers who have ever lived. They've created some of the greatest records, but could they perform it like Chris Brown? No, that's why they're not Chris. So
right.
Ali may have been the architect. Ali may have been the foundation, but you needed a Nelly to go ahead and execute. Nelly was the star power. And it's unfortunate now that they've been through what they've been through. And like I said, I wish I would have seen it. They could have went through, because if Ali was deserving of something, he should have received it. But it could have been the lawyer fees, the money starting to get too long, it's starting to get too crazy. Whatever the reason is, he decided to bow out, and it's kind of sad, man. I wish he got what he deserved.
Now it says, I'm going to go on to say this as well. It says, despite the case being dismissed, Nelly's legal team is pushing for the court to impose financial penalties on Jones, who is Ali, and his legal representation, citing the costs incurred during the defense. Now, Gongo Roach also put in the chat, Ali was never winning that case. Ali was years past the statute of limitations. What's your thoughts on Nelly's team now saying, look, you're going to have to pay for my lawyers and shit?
All is fair in love and war. All is fair in love and war. And if what Gangu's writing is correct, and Ali had time and waited, then you got to hold yourself accountable. You can't point the finger. You got to point the thumb in this situation. You've been sitting on this stuff for years and years and years. And if this is the case, right, and Ali's our dog, but I got to call it like I see it. If this is the case, then this seems like an attention grab more than an actual, I want justice. This is a avenue to go, okay, let me open up my platform. Let me open up myself. Let me go ahead and do this. Even though I know I'm 3 years past it, because Ali's not dumb. And if Gangu know he was 3 years past was from inception to release, then everybody else knew. He damn sure knew. So it's sad, man. I don't like to see it, but it don't look good for him. And I'm not mad at Nelly for going ahead and all is fair in love and war. If you want to take me to court, you want to put me through all this shit, you think it's over because now you waved the white flag? Now I'm just getting started. So more power to Nelly, man.
That's usually how it happens, though. If you go to court and you lose, they gonna make you pay their legal fees.
Mhm.
That's pretty customary. And that's a bad look. And then it's like, my question is, all right, Gangu says that it's 3 years past the statute of limitations. Why would the lawyers even go forward with it then?
That's crazy.
That'd be like a waste of money. Like,
Exactly.
you ain't look into that. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be
Yeah.
pissed off at the lawyers. Like, that's malpractice. Like, you don't know
Word.
that we can't file this lawsuit.
Right.
You made me spend my money on probably tens of thousands of dollars.
Yep.
You know, and there's one person, Tennessee girl, put why wait 23 years, you know, to file a lawsuit.
Agreed.
Good question. Good
Agreed.
question.
Unless everything was cool, money was getting dispersed, everything was good, then everything fell off, and now all of a sudden, oh, well, I got this in my back pocket, which is Bush League, but you never know.
But like again, we all gotta learn, and you know, we know that you gotta have your paperwork in order from the beginning. If you try to 20 something years later claim this and claim that, and I'm sure he helped. You know, I'm not sure the portion of the song he helped with, but I'm sure they was all coming up with concepts and things like that, or whatever the case may be. You know, and at one point things were good.
Right.
And now I heard Nelly, I just seen the clip, it's funny, the other day. He was talking about doing like a tour with the Lunatics. And he said, I don't want that and Ali nowhere near this shit. He said something like that. You seen that, right?
Yeah, man.
I'm like, damn.
I think you sent it to me, but I saw that. Yeah, I was like, man, that's not good because Ali. I don't like when history starts being erased. I don't like when you start wiping people out of history that happened because of situations that happened. Now, obviously, when we first heard of Lunatics in New Jersey, we knew Nelly, we knew Murphy Lee. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We knew that there was other people around. We knew about K1 and Ali, all of them, but it was Murphy Lee and it was Nelly. And as you grow older and start looking, you see the other members, but they deserve to have their flowers too. And it sucks that relationships kind of and business can kind of ruin that. And Ali looks like he had his part in that too, man. For whatever it was, even waiting 23 years, that's something you can't do, bro.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll address it in due time. That story actually just came out today. I was checking into that. So.
I'll be on the Big Papa podcast at 4 o'clock or something. Check it on Instagram.
Oh yeah. Check him out, man. But yeah, man, another great episode. Appreciate the people
for sure.
For checking in with us. I didn't expect, it's early. I didn't expect people to be in here like this.
Word.
But shout out to them. So if you want after this, you can send me the link. We can knock out the sports joint. Real quick after this. And but yeah, I appreciate everybody. Tennessee girl, my man James Hudson, Gangu Roach, Simeon Israel, all the other people that I didn't mention. I appreciate y'all checking in. Stay locked in with us. Man. We got some great things coming forward in the future. So yeah, that's your brother Sam Man for our hip hop news, and your brother God Hip Hop News Uncensored. Together, we are the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. You'll see us together real soon. Don't worry. It's just a little transition period, but nevertheless, we getting things rolling, man. So yeah, have a beautiful day. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Check out the Black Ball Sports podcast as well. It's a small channel embedded in the algorithm on YouTube. But if you want to hear us talk sports, it's called the Black Ball Sports podcast. Check us out over there. Peace.